Coming up on Tech Edge, it's all about health. Hi, I'm Guy Trainer.
And I'm Allison High.
And this is Tech Edge.
And today we are talking about health, health for kids. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is Obama's campaign. He's doing the Let's Move campaign. And they just came out with a list of all of the apps that they challenged. The USDA put out a challenge for people to create apps and mobile sites for kids and parents like to go to. And the first thing that we're going to look at is just the website of some of the top picks that I thought would be valuable for classroom use.
Next, we're going to talk about Eaton Move. It's a very simple app from 4-H, and it allows you to look at what you ate, or choose what you might be eating, and then how much or how long will it take you to burn those calories given a specific activity. And it goes with sedentary activities, so watching TVs. It takes hours and hours, into biking, light biking or hard biking, swimming, things like that. So it gives you an idea of if you eat something and you want to balance it out, what do you need to do? So that's a great little app that allows kids to explore. So if you're working on health in the classroom and you want to explore what are the costs of different nutritions, this is one way to do this, Eat and Move. The second one is Smash Your Food, and it is exactly what you think it is. There's a machine that takes the food and kids can choose the food. And we used only the free one, which has only 2 foods on it, but you can, if you like it, expand. Kids would love seeing the food being smashed and sprayed all around, and then it talks about the nutritional value that is extracted by this smashing machine. Next, we're going to talk about how we make food and choices about food, and we're going to use an app that was actually created by Kraft, and it's called Big Fork, Little Fork, and it's for adults to think about cooking and cook with kids. And it can be a teacher and children if you're doing that in your classroom, and it can be parents with children. So it's a very versatile app that is very well made. So
let's take a look. The first thing I have pulled up here is actually the Let's Move campaign, and this is letsmove.gov, and this is a campaign that Obama's putting on, and if you want to learn more about it, you can go to this website, and from this, the USDA came out with a challenge, and through this challenge, apps were created, websites were created, and that's what I'm going to show you. So here I have pulled up some of those apps that were created, apps and websites that were created through this Let's Move campaign, and this website is just the mobyhealthnews.com, and if you search for the Let's Move campaign in it, if you can't find it, it'll come up. But you can see that it gives you a list of some of the games that were created. One of them that is great, and this one you play on the computer, is called Rhythmatics Kids, and it's like a Guitar Hero for running. There's a great review about it. So if you're looking for something to use in the classroom, use with your kids, something that you think they might like, it's a great list of them. And I'm going to show you one of them that you can use on the computer. I just want to show you the graphics of it. This one is called Pick Chow, and you can see that it's all about food, all about eating, what's healthy. This one needs to run off of your computer. This one doesn't work well with the iPad, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. You go through and you fill your plate, and then you can decide your proteins, the carbs, how much fat, fiber. And something that I really liked about this one is that you build your avatar. After you fill your plate, then you actually play a game with the avatar that you create. So these are some great sites that you can visit.
And one of the things I like about this one is that you have the added up, so you can see where you're balanced and where you're not balanced. The second thing is, of course, that this is up to date. So we've had for years the original pyramid, and then the USDA came with a sloping pyramid where things were going up to the top, and now we have the plate. And so when you plan health lessons, most of the health lessons you find out there, in curriculum and out of curriculum, have to do with the old ways. So it's a pyramid of sorts. This really takes you exactly to where we are right now. This is the Eaton Move Omatic. And if you click on play, what you see is you have what you ate and how much movement do you need to do. So let's say we ate This is, right now we're on snacks, fat-free yogurt for about 140 calories. And then watching TV, we need to watch TV for almost 2 hours to burn those calories. If we choose fat-free yogurt as our snack, we can move and look at what different activities will take to burn those 140 calories, an hour and a half of homework. But if we look at baseball, only 30 minutes or 33 minutes of baseball, and we can change the kind of food and then change the kind of activity. So for example, if we eat a yogurt to go with 70 calories, 10 minutes of fast dancing, and we're good to go. It's a great way for kids to explore what are the relative values, at least in calories, of different foods, and then what are the relative values in activity, so they can learn on both sides of the equation, on the calorie side and also on how much you're burning doing different activities. This is the Food and Me. Smash your food, and to play, you press play. I don't have any points, and I am the player. And you can see that there's a goal here, how much oil, salt, how many units of oil, salt, and sugar, and then you get your smashing machine up. And this is the trial, the free version. To get the full version with more foods, you need to pay. And in the first level, I can choose a food. In this case, it's the cola. You smash your food, which is something kids will probably enjoy tremendously. I enjoy it. Just because they're smashing real foods, it's not animation, they're actually doing it. And then at the end of the activity, it'll show you exactly how much nutrition you got out of this. In this case, it was not a good choice for me. So this is a way for kids to have something that they would find very engaging, and then to learn about the nutritional value and about making decisions. So this is Smash Your Food. This is Big Fork, Little Fork, and you can see that this is the basic setup. This is the cook section, but you can move around the table and do different things. For example, you can watch movies about food, you can look at tools, and you can look at learning about different aspects of food. Let's try to start with the food. I think that's the best piece in this app, is the ability to make food. If you're teaching kids about making food and you want to make snacks and treats, you press on that. We have cold snacks and treats. We want to make good choices today, so we'll go to healthy living. And we'll go to apple and cheese snacks. And so what you have is you have a picture of what the food looks like, and then you have choices on top. You can see it, which is this picture. You can see what you need, so you have a list of ingredients, a great opportunity to integrate math. You can see what the directions are to make it. This is a very simple food. There are only 2 steps. And you can look at the nutritional value. So you can explore it from a variety of ways, from a variety of angles. And then you have different foods that are connected to it. And if making it is more complicated, you would actually have a short video showing you exactly how to make it. So let's go to a different kind of food that you actually have to work at making. So you see, again, we get all the aspects on top, and then you can see a movie about how to make it. So you press on that movie and it'll come up. It's a very concise short video, but it works really well and explains all the steps, showing them. So you don't just read it, you can actually watch it and make something in your classroom or at home.
So today we talked about health apps, ways to get kids interested in what they're eating, ways to get them aware of, the nutritional value, and getting parents involved in it as well.
And making choices, preferably better choices, but making kids aware of the choices. And one of the things that we've had is we've had actually a fairly hard time finding good apps that would be educationally valid. There's some games out there and things that just didn't teach kids what we wanted them to learn in the process, and there wasn't enough content. So if there are any app designers out there, nutrition is one of those areas where adults have a lot of apps available, kids not so much. So please make some. And we'll see you next time on Tech Edge.